Today we are going to test Geely's Galaxy 18. This car adopts a highly personalized friendship aesthetic design, making its entire body look very round and full. The car is 50.10 mm long and has a wheelbase of 29.25 mm, providing ample space inside the car. Then when you get inside the car, the first thing that catches your eye is its 45-inch integrated touchscreen, which combined with the high-end Snapdragon 8295 chip can ensure the smoothness of the overall operation. In addition, the materials used in the interior of the entire car are also very sophisticated, and it also designs some commonly used functions as physical buttons to facilitate the driver to operate, so the interior design of the entire car is low-key and deceptive. At the same time, in terms of intelligent configuration, Geely's Galaxy 18 uses the same 800V high-voltage platform, and the maximum charging efficiency can reach 360 kilowatts. Its cruising range is divided into 550 kilometers, 620 kilometers, and 665 kilometers, which can meet most travel needs. Then let's go and test drive this Geely Galaxy 1. In terms of power, this car is available in two versions, a single motor at the rear and dual motors at the front and rear. The maximum horsepower of the single motor at the rear reaches 272 horsepower, while the maximum horsepower of the dual motors at the front and rear reaches 646 horsepower. So in terms of power performance, this car is actually quite well equipped. Now let's experience the acceleration of this car. The current speed is about 50 mph. In fact, the acceleration of electric cars gives me a similar feeling, because everyone knows that the acceleration and start of electric cars are very fast. This car is of course no exception, and its power parameters are also relatively good. In addition, this car has very diverse driving modes. We are now using a comfortable driving mode. As we all know, when the accelerator pedal is released, the electric car will recover power. In the comfortable mode, the power recovery of this car is almost imperceptible. This is a very test for the vehicle's tuning skills and for a brand. And one more thing, the model we test drove today has a half-width steering wheel as an option. As you all know, the last model with a half-width steering wheel that I test drove before was my own model. So, what is the difference between using this car's half-width hard drive and using it yourself? The biggest difference is that I feel its size is larger, so it is more convenient to control, and it is easier for everyone to adapt to the repetitive steering wheel of this car. So much of what I just said was a test drive on urban roads. Now we are going to go to the very famous Nanshan Mountain in Chongqing to experience the chassis tuning skills of this car on the mountain road and its suspension support. For a car, it is also a very big test, so let's set off now. Now we are on the way to the mountain. In fact, there are many hairpin bends on the Blue Mountain, so the support of a vehicle's suspension is very tested. So this car is equipped with a front McPherson line and rear multi-link independent suspension. When taking these sharp turns with many sharp turns and very high temperatures, this car gives people enough confidence. It does not have the dangerous feeling of side lightness, so this can also give the driver better confidence. After today's overall test drive, this Geely Galaxy 18 can feel that both its exterior design and interior materials, its suspension system and the electrodes it is equipped with all show how much Geely Galaxy is dedicated to making cars. Although Geely Galaxy is a brand that was established relatively recently, Geely's car-making strength can be fully reflected in it. So for this Geely Galaxy 18 with a starting price of 165,800 yuan, do you think this car is good enough?